Would you believe me if I told you this was like the 8th time that I'm trying to record this? Probably not, because it probably still looks like shit, but it's my shit. So I'm gonna roll with it for now. The first couple times I tried to record this, either my dog jumped on me because he was like weirded out that I was talking to myself, or my head was cut off, or the light was shit. So I moved my position, I moved the camera, I got the dog settled, I have a light here in the corner, a lamp that I took the shade off of, so we're good to roll, I think. And we're just gonna, even if we're not good to roll, we're rolling with it. So, yeah, I just want to talk a bit about what the hell I'm doing here and what I believe about tarot and why tarot is such an important tool for me right now. Basically, I first did tarot probably like as a teenager. Well, I know I did it as a teenager. I owned a deck back then, but I didn't memorize anything. I just had the book, and I started to learn it, and then I gave a couple of readings to people, and it was really awkward, and I thought, oh, I'm never gonna get this. So I don't even know what happened to that deck. I never used it again. I used it for about a couple of months or a year or something, and then I got rid of it. And really, other than seeing decks from time to time and playing around with it here and there, I never really got serious about it. But a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, I was at a local shop. I don't know what happened first, if I found the tarot community online first, or if I found the deck first and then looked online. But anyway, right around the same time, I got a deck at a shop, and I looked at YouTube videos, and it just really clicked this time. I worked as a counselor for a couple of years. I have a psychology degree, and before that I worked as a nurse for 17 years. And so I've done a lot of supportive counseling, and learned. I have like courses in CBT and DBT and motivational interviewing and acceptance and commitment therapy. I've gone to my own counselor. I've done like talk therapy, of course, but nothing has really intrigued me or helped me the way that tarot has. It's a tool that kind of got into my psyche and it's kind of bypassed a lot of my bullshit detectors. It's kind of like, okay, you can't bullshit tarot. You can't ignore what it has to offer. If you're willing, I mean, I'm very interested in mythology. I'm very interested in art. So there's this like perfect collision of all kinds of interests for me, whether it's, astrology or psychology, it's all there. As far as divination goes, I don't know. I really don't know. That's open for debate for me. I like to try. I love getting readings from other people. I have a very open mind, but I don't do divination readings for myself generally. I mean, I have, but I don't generally. The way that I use tarot is as almost like if you're familiar with psychology, maybe like thematic apperception tests or Rorschach tests, it's kind of giving me this image where I can unpack what's in my psyche. I can tap into my subconscious. It's presenting questions, it's presenting opportunities for me to dive a little bit deeper. It's presenting opportunities for me to look at things from a different perspective, maybe look at things that I don't want to look at, maybe being supportive. I just love it. I think it's like a tool that's so underrated, and I'm a little bit saddened that it's kind of been set aside as this kind of like new age thing, because I think it has a big role to play in, could have a big role to play in things like mindfulness, in process work, in counseling. It's helping me integrate a lot of what's going on in my life, and journal and reflect. So yeah, I just love it. I'm not that great at giving readings for other people, and that's something I want to work on, so I'm hoping that this channel will present me with the opportunity. Well, it will if I want it to, of course. I hope I'm brave enough to put it out there and do readings for other people, because or for the collective or whatever, because I struggle with that aspect of it, because that seems very much like divination, because it's not like as interactive. I mean, if I'm doing one-on-one with somebody, personally, it can be interactive. I can present opportunities and questions and kind of give and take in the reading, but when it's a collective reading, I'm sure that's going to be much more challenging because of the fact that I struggle with divination. But I also, I'm very open to it, and I believe that there is something beyond what we can see and feel and touch, and I believe that there is a spirit world, and I want to connect with it, and tarot helps me do that. So if it can happen for me personally, why not collectively? If it can happen for me in the present, you know, why not presenting me with potential futures? I don't know. It's stuff that I have to chew on. I have to think about it. But anyway, I was reflecting on, you know, a card for myself for today. I wanted to share with you a card that kind of reflects where I'm at in my journey right now. And I was looking through my decks, and funny enough, I just dropped the card, but funny enough, the card that I feel really shows where I'm at right now in my journey is not in the traditional tarot, but it's kind of a bonus card in the modern witch tarot, and it's the Ten of Swords, but yeah, it's kind of like an extra or bonus Ten of Swords, and I don't know if this will work, but let me see if I can. Everything is fine. I don't know, like, this is me today. I'm going through a separation, remortgaging the house. I'm on medical leave from work because my health has been a concern, not just my mental health, but my physical health as well. And I am spending a lot of time on screens, just kind of like numbing and dissociating, and so I can really identify with this. And also just the whole everything is fine, you know, everything is not fucking fine. You know, I'm talking to my phone with the hopes of making some kind of connection. Like, this is not the way life is meant to be. Not to say it's terrible. Well, yeah, it feels kind of terrible, but it has pros and cons. The alternative is pretty shitty, which is not talking to anybody out into the internet world and connecting with anybody. So yeah, I'm hoping to make some connections. I'm hoping to make some real connections, like heartfelt connections, where I can be authentic, I can be true to myself, I can speak my truth, and I don't have to deal with like superficial bullshit and nonsense that feels like 90% of my relationships. And I know that's not like a bad thing necessarily. Like, I know that just like people just, we don't need to dig into people's bullshit all the time. Like, we don't need to dig into like everything that's wrong in people's lives. But it's good if you have a handful of people in your life, family or friends, that really know you and know what's going on in your life. And I don't have that, you know, like I don't have a handful. I have like one or two, and they don't even know everything. So yeah, I'm not going to share all my dirty laundry with you guys either. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that I'm looking for meaningful connection. I'm looking for people that are authentic as they can be online, which I know we don't share all of ourselves with everybody online, which isn't safe or recommended, but certainly sharing more of myself than I would necessarily with like coworkers or even my family, which is kind of sad but very true. I'm really rambling now, so I'm gonna wrap this up, but I just wanted to come on here because it's been a long night and I'm a little bit lonely and a little bit bored, and I thought, why the hell not? I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna see if I can set up a little bit of lighting and sound and make this work. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes with tarot. So thank you for listening to me ramble, and I look forward to connecting with you guys online.